So we're moving down to Raw, guys. Now in Raw, there's only one big announcement or that really caught everybody's attention, but let me just do the rundown real quick, right? So Raw opened with Randy Orton doing his spiel on how he attacked the Lounge of Legends, you know what I'm saying? And it was really creepy, really not his style, but that was the opener, and he ended, asking for a Hell in a Cell match for the WWE Championship. After that, the opening match was a 3-on-3 tag team match with Asuka, Mandy Rose, Dana Brooks versus Zelina, Natalya, and Lana. Of course, Asuka, Mandy, and Dana whooped Zelina, Lana, and Natalya with the afterbeating of the women's tag team, Blazer and why is her name's Jax, Nia Jax, beating down on Natalya and Lana.
Is she paying for what's her name? Lana paying for Rusev's, it's not sense, but like because he was NAW, just trying to
we'll talk about
her.
it. Yeah. With that being up, there was a promo between Seth Rollins and Murphy. From that, it was the Mysterio and Humberto versus Seth Rollins and Murphy. Murphy got the big W for the team, but it seems that Seth Rollins wants an apology from Murphy because Murphy was acting different, even though the whole promo was that Murphy was asking for an apology from Seth for him posting his business to the world, which, again, Telemundo in WWE. I don't know why we need this. The Kevin Owens show brought in a SmackDown favorite, Bray Wyatt. It seems that Bray Wyatt and Aleister Black is somewhat entwined in working with Kevin Owens. It seems like Kevin Owens will be in SmackDown on Friday. He was trying to go towards Bray Wyatt, got surprise attacked by Aleister Black. It seems like Kevin Owens might be going to the Dark Force real soon. It's really interesting. During a certain promo, Braun was asking, where's Underground? They was like, there's no Underground. And he was like, I want to fight somebody. Then he'd be like, well, we could put you in an exhibition match, which means an unsanctioned match, which means that there's no DQ, no count out. It's just, they just whoop ass, right? So Braun said, cool. Keith Lee was like, I want to be the guy. So we have a Braun versus Keith Lee. It turns out there's no winner for this match because the ref did a double count out. When there is no count out, no DQ. They said, and then the commentator said, this was not an exhibition match. This was a normal match. But yet the wild card was in play for this. Too many questions. Too many questions right there. So from there, we have Apollo Crews and Ricochet versus Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. The Hurt Business got the W over that. Later on, Ali went to the Hurt Business and told, hey, MVP, I want you in the ring for tonight. So now we're going to get this match of Ali versus MVP. But wait, Murphy and Seth Rollins had a countdown. Oh, no. There was a time countdown of Murphy apologizing to Seth Rollins, guys. He had till 10 p.m. to apologize to Seth Rollins. And when that time came up and Murphy showed his face, Seth did his spew, and there was no apology. There was them roughing it out. The daughter of Rey Mysterio showed up, tried to protect Murphy. Then the Rey Mysterio came out. Again, Telemundo in WWE, guys. It's not needed. It's just like so many questions. But then we have the women's tag team being defended with their quote, supposed to be competitors for Clash of Champion. And no big surprise, they're still your champion because there's no way in hell Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott was going to get this W. There's no way.
They could have gotten a Clash of Champions. I think I was rooting for them Clash of Champions. Yeah.
So, I'm so mad you really said that. So we got the Ali versus MVP, right? Match is going in. Her Business is on the sideline. MVP and Ali working with each other. Next thing you know, the flickering, the audience disappear. Retribution coming in hot, right? And instead of Retribution attacking everybody, right? Ali roll out of the ring, look at Maze in the eyes, turned around and was get him. Retribution beat down the Hurt Business, and now we have learned that Ali, Mustafa Ali himself, seems to be a leader for Retribution. Mind-blowing. This is like the best news that ever came out from yesterday.
Not many Raw for this year.
For like best news so far. Yeah. So then Raw ended with what's supposed to be, the candy match, the eye candy of the night, the main event, champions versus their opponent, the tag team and WWE champions, the Street Profit and Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton of the team of Rudes and Dolph Ziggler. Randy Orton with the RKO to Drew. 1, 2, 3 gave the first loss to Drew in a while to end the show. And Drew did accept the match too. He accepted the match to face Randy Orton at Hell in a Cell. Now, let's talk about Retribution because this is really the main talk, okay? I say it makes sense. And the reason why it makes sense, because through the whole through the whole wrestling community, one thing we're kind of have a peace of mind of is that they're closing open story, you know what I'm saying, of the hacker, of Ali pursuing and never getting his opportunity. They're closing all of that up now. If they could give us a good promo next week for Mustafa Ali or whatever is going to be his leader name, but I will still keep Mustafa Ali as leader of Retribution, a leader, because we don't know if Roman Reigns is going to be part of that storyline. But I would say this is going to be a great thing. But it all depends on the promo for next week. If the promo does not sell, the story would not continue. But this is something that I'm really excited for. I'm really excited to see how Mustafa is going to lead Retribution. And I don't know how Apollo Crews and Ricochet is going to react to this, but like a heel turn for Ali, not bad. Not bad at all.
I think it was well needed, and I'm glad that even I didn't see this coming, but I was like, all right. So we had the storyline of the hacker back in SmackDown forever. We thought it was Chody G, maybe Xavier Woods, whomever. Those could go back, and we have various episodes talking about the hacker back in SmackDown. But it comes to find out that the one that makes sense was Ali because of his ring, his hand and stuff, and showed the emblem, which makes sense.
And his voice was one of the hacker voice back in early March or April when they were doing the presentation.
So I didn't, honestly, this like shocked me because I didn't see this coming at all. I was like, all right, so he's going to not join the Hurt Business, but like be part of the Hurt Business for this moment. And maybe I could see him not join the Hurt Business, but kind of do the same thing that Cedric did and kind of like, I can't defeat all these three, might as well become successful for a little bit. And
the enemy is my friend. Yep.
So I'll, just fend off afterwards. But when he rolled out, I was like, wait, is he really? So I'm glad that Creative was able to put the hacker and Retribution into one story, one package. Hopefully they don't drop the ball. But like you mentioned, hopefully next week, a message or even Instagram or Twitter or whatever they have from basically from Monday until next day to see what's up. And I don't know what's gonna happen. I think the draft starts on Friday, but I don't know what's gonna happen between there on Monday. Yeah, he just needs to I don't know, give us a better promo or just to see what he has to do, especially him being the leader for now. I think it was a good move for him to be the leader for Retribution. I think it's all basically they're putting everything loose ends, like you mentioned, away and seeing what they could do now with this, especially now that the draft is coming. So I don't know if they're gonna sprinkle everybody around or keep the whole unit together. Should be interesting.
I think they're gonna. It's going to see interesting if Retribution could be like Undisputed Era, if they could try to win all the championship, because like you have Martinez, you have
You get a tag team.
Mia Yim for the women's tag team or the Raw tag team title,
and they could do one in each brand.
I don't think they're gonna split them up like
no,
that.
No, but I'm saying about like because they have two females, so they could at least feud over each title, or if either way, there's two of them, there's two titles, and I think them two together, I think they can defeat the current women's tag team because you have Mercedes Martinez. It's skill wise, she's the same thing as Shayna Baszler, and Mia Yim, especially with her new gimmick and new persona, I feel like she has skill wise. I feel like she could handle Nia Jax, especially them two as a unit could be better than what Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler are, which wouldn't be too bad them feuding together.
I mean, I would not mind seeing them being the new women's tag team division. Maybe if they could add one more person to be the Raw Women Champion, like a big name, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
Or, have maybe Asuka join Retribution now that she's solo. Maybe. I don't know. Anything could happen. But I feel like Retribution definitely seems to be much more serious. That they're not like a bunch of hoodlums like wrecking things. Now they're putting faces to the name, people that we are mostly familiarized, except for Maze, which is Madden. He's like the only one.
He was a commentator that got I think powerbombed by Brock Lesnar a long time ago.
Yep.
So
NXT veteran for so many years, and now we might finally see him do something within Raw. So hopefully he could be a tag team champion. Hopefully he could become the U.S. champion. I either way could work for him.
Or have him go against Brock, get his retribution against Brock. I know that's going to cost a lot of money, but
yeah,
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
That's like nearly what $100 million for like
just to show up.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying like, hey, there's a reason they brought him back, not just because I'm saying there's a story behind it. So if it pays out and Brock Lesnar wants to help somebody, make a name off his name, which will be good. But I wouldn't mind seeing that because that's a feud or story that hasn't been concluded. The beef between the two.
Definitely. I mean, other than that, again, the Drew and Randy is the second match that's being announced.
And also, sorry, that match. I honestly thought the Retribution, because I was so into that Retribution segment, I thought that was the end of the show. Then I look at my watch and was like, there's 15 minutes left. What are they doing? Like, you ended, like, they could have went off air that 15 minutes, and I'd be like, all right, cool. I'm good. I'm sold. Well, they gave us, the match was good, but it was just like, you went from such a, like, high moment to, the match was good, but it was just like, like, I feel bad for them to, like, finish out the match, which was fine. Randy Orton won, whatever. But it's just, like, that wouldn't meant nothing. I wish they would have swapped the main event to that and Retribution be, what I'm saying? Like, the Hurt Business.
But you're going to give too much props for the Hurt Business and for
they closed out the show last week or 2 weeks ago. The Hurt Business closed the show before.
Yeah, but you got champions. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's like,
but it's now I'm saying Retribution. It's like, oh my god, but that's your main big story.
It's the new big story. Yeah, that is like the main focus, especially if they're able to work with the heavyweight champion too in the near future. It's going to be even crazier. I feel like if they play their card right, Retribution could definitely be like a whole different stable. You know, it could be the new Undisputed Era of Raw. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna name the other stables because those are more respectful ones and really like
they could be even
not
the
in the same
anti-hero.
level.
They could be the not the anti-New Day, but they could be the anti-heroes of Raw. Like you have the New Day, which are the good guys and everything positive, and these are kind of like payback and like retribution. Like they mean business. You know what I'm saying? So it's a I don't know. It's I like that they found a way to put all the stories together. I give props to their creative, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. I
Me
just
too.
now it's up to them to
Yep.
make it work, especially the weird names, whatever. People still talking about it, like Slapjack and different like, but I feel like Ali
Crossbones.
being the leader, let's see what he has to offer. I feel like he could do it, and I praise him for him because I think he has the chops to do it, but we just gotta be vigilant and see what he has to do.
We're gonna keep our eyes open.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, this is like a great area to like even end the show tonight because
Yeah.
honestly, it's okay, like we already mentioned, Druid and Randy Orton is going to be in the Hell in a Cell match on
Mm-hmm.
Hell in a Cell, so that's nothing new.
And I think the only one it's the Sasha and Bailey.
No, that match is on Friday. Sasha got her hands on Bailey this Friday.
Yeah.
And maybe whatever's the outcome on Friday might build up for Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
But ideally, it's like what Luisito is saying. We might see that in Hell in a Cell as well. Like, why not?
Yeah.
I know Asuka is not going to put her life in the game.
I think, and she got nobody left. There's nobody left in Raw for her to.
I mean,
what Bianca Belair, but there's nothing. And those Bianca Belair things, fine. You trying to make her look strong, super smart, Superwoman, Wonder Woman, but I gotta see stuff in the ring. Like you show me how great you are in the ring, not against extras or NXT talent that nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we all know you're a track star, super genius, which is hilarious. Her funny moments when she was playing trivia, but I want to see Bianca Belair, the EST of Raw, and in a match.
I don't think it's going to be in Hell in a Cell. And also, I can't forget without saying you were right about Carmella. It was Carmella this whole time, which was like a missed opportunity for Sonya Deville personally, but it's whatever.
It had to be either that or it would have been Eve or Eva Marie or something. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like that we haven't seen in a while. But Carmella, let's see what happens. I know she's been trying to shut people down, kind of like keeping her persona on social media and stuff. Well, let's see. For me, it's just like wait and see, because it's a new character, and we know what she did as like I think she was a princess of Silent Island or something. So let's see what given her
Long Island. Yep.
Yeah. So let's see what she has to offer with the new style, because I think they try to give this to Liv Morgan for a little bit when she started, and it didn't pan out. Same thing with Mandy Rose, but it didn't pan out. So let's see if Carmella can come to fruition.
It was working for Mandy. It was working, but it was just like you had Fire and Desire, and Fire and Desire was more of a jobber than an actual team, which I thought that they had a better chance of winning the belts for once as a group before the split up, but never happened. This is our episode, guys. Let us know in the comment below what you think. What was your favorite moment from TakeOver and Raw? Is SmackDown, are you watching it? Like, let us know. You know what I'm saying? You can follow the Providence Lucha Talk on our audio content on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify, and as well as you can follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitters. We're on Instagram as well as the YouTube. You know, make sure you give us the thumbs up, the subscribe, and we'll gladly be able to respond and interact with you guys. So I'm your boy, Jay Aguila.
That's Luisito.
And we say good night. Peace.
Good night. See you.